Honored to be joined now by T'Vondre Sweat of the Texas Longhorns. Fresh off win against Alabama. They're playing Wyoming this week. And T-Sweat, I have to ask you, what did that feel like on the field at Bryant-Denny Stadium after you guys secured that win?
It felt great. I mean, in the moment, we just did what we did. Then after we celebrated, now we on to the next.
So I got to ask you this. I found this video on your Instagram. Okay, I can tell what you're saying. You're saying we're going all the way. We're going to ball. What does Matthew McConaughey say to you to evoke that response?
Honestly, I can't even tell you. Like, it was just so in a moment. But, like, oh, let me think. What did he say? Oh, he was like, yeah. Rock on. Yeah. Rock on. Something like that.
Was it all right, all right, all right?
It was something, bro. It was just like in the moment. I didn't even know they got that on camera.
You've been playing at Texas for a long time. How many times has Matthew McConaughey run up to you after a game?
Is it that long?
It's pretty long.
He came up to me a couple times during the game. Like, if he walking by or whatever, he'll just give me a dap and say, keep going. That's about it.
Do you have a favorite Matthew McConaughey movie?
I don't.
Well, let me tell you about a little flick called How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's a classic. I'm kidding. Don't watch that one. It's terrible. It's a rom-com. Go for True Detective season 1 on HBO. Much better. But what's this whole offseason and early season been like for you? Because you came back this year wanting to do something special. And it seems you guys are on target to do that.
I mean, I came back to win. I mean, and I came back to, like I said, win and go to the natty. You know what I mean? And just from summer workouts to now, we just been grinding and we putting it all on the field now.
It's interesting because I've said on the show a lot that the difference between this Texas team and some of the ones, in the past 10 years or so is how they've developed you guys. And you've got a bunch of guys the NFL wants. And I found an interview that you gave going into your junior year of high school. So folks want to know how much you've developed and how much you've changed at Texas. Let's take a look at this. So you are currently 6'4", 360. What do you think you are in this photo?
I'd probably say like 6'3", probably like 290, 280 something, 285.
That's a good looking 285, man.
I wish I can go back to it. I wish.
So as you got bigger, did you, because you've maintained your quickness, right? How did you do that as you got bigger?
I mean, I'm just God's gifted, that's really all I can say. I'm just God's gifted, honestly.
I'm sensing some humility there. There's got to be some work involved. Like what do you?
Oh, of course. I mean, I feel like I always been talented. I feel like I always been quick on my feet. You know what I mean? I feel like the size just never slowed me down. I mean, it slowed me down a little bit, but like I feel like I still got my quickness and speed like that.
Because it's more just getting moved inside. Because you play defensive end in high school, right?
I still do.
Well, that's true. That's true. You play all along the line.
Oh yeah, everything you could think of, I can play. Even DB.
Oh, okay.
Move back there. Yeah.
We're talking safety or corner?
Safety.
Okay, you don't feel like you can flip your hips enough to be a corner?
Oh, I definitely can, but like a little too quick for me.
There's another photo on your Instagram, by the way, that they caught during, I think it was preseason practice, of you intercepting a pass. Now, apparently, the video footage of this has been lost, but you definitely intercepted a pass, right?
100%.
Did you take it to the house?
I did. Pick 6, baby.
As far as we know, because there's no video?
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more from T'Vondre Sweat, but first, I want to talk to you about Prize Picks. This is the game that is so much fun to play during the college football season. Now, listen, you can play any sport with Prize Picks. Basically, any level of competition you can play. NFL, MLB, NBA, they got it all. But the college football part of it is so much fun. Last week, I did not do so well. I was very close. I was about 5 Jimmy Horn yards away from turning $100 into $500. But easy come, easy go. Prize Picks going to give me another shot. This week, the options, there's some tantalizing ones. We all saw Deion Sanders take offense. I'm not sure how much offense he took, but at Jay Norvell, and now they've made it personal. That Shedeur Sanders 341.5 pass yards more than seemed like a pretty steep ask, because if Colorado took a big lead, would Shedeur Sanders still be in the game? I don't know. Now it seems a little more tantalizing. Jaden Daniels, LSU quarterback at Mississippi State, 251.5 passing yards. That seems like a lot, but you know how I go. I like the more than. I don't go with the less than. I like rooting for people, not against people. Sticking with the Colorado thing, I had Jimmy Horn last week. Travis Hunter, 76.5 yards. Xavier Weaver, 83.5 yards. Jimmy Horn, 84.5 yards. It's so hard with the Colorado receivers because you know they're going to spread the ball around. They're going to hit the guy that's hot, and that's who's going to get fed. And so it was Xavier Weaver last week, and I had Jimmy Horn. But passing TDs, this is a good one too. Graham Mertz for Florida, 1.5. Big rivalry game. If Florida is to do well, they may need Graham Mertz to throw them to a victory. Bo Nix against Hawaii, 2.5. That's an interesting one too. It's tough when the teams are not that evenly matched because you don't know how that's going to go. Rush TDs. How about Woody Marks? 0.5. If he scores a TD and you had more than, you win. So how does Prize Picks work? You pick 2 or more squares. You can go 2, you can go 3, 4, 5, and then you say, I think this person will be more than or less than the total. And you watch the games. And yeah, you're going to be very interested in the games. Now, Prize Picks is available in most states in the country, including Florida, Texas, and California. And if you use the referral code Andy, so download the Prize Picks app, use the referral code Andy, they will match your first deposit up to $100. So if you deposit $100 initially, they'll match $100. If you deposit $50 initially, they'll match $50. That's how you do it. Referral code is Andy. On Friday night, I'll be on Twitter going through the Prize Picks options. I'll be setting my plays for the weekend. You can set yours too. We can, make some suggestions to each other, see how we feel about it. But it's a lot of fun. Definitely gives you a lot to watch during your college football weekend. So go to Prize Picks, download the app, referral code Andy. They will match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get playing. What's it like on that defense? Because y'all look like you're having a lot of fun, and especially up front where you and Alfred and Murphy, and it seems like you've got guys that can rotate in. You're always fresh. How is it during those games?
During the games, like you say, we is pretty fresh. Coach Davis rotated us pretty good and stuff like that. And I say as a defense as a whole, I feel like we're just having fun. Like, we're just loving the game and just being us. And I feel like that's a big difference from the past couple of years is now we're just being us and we're going out there to be ball players and being the best we can be for each other.
What did it feel like before? Was it just, trying to learn the scheme and not moving, not playing fast enough? Or was it that you guys are just used to playing with each other now?
Right. I feel like since I've been here, the defense been pretty good. Offense been pretty good. I just feel like this year is just something special about the bond we have, the connection we have with each other. You know what I mean? I feel like that was like our big part of our offseason, just bonding and being with each other and enjoying the moments.
You and the rest of the D-line, like, what is your favorite thing to do together?
Together? Probably meetings.
Meetings?
Honestly,
nobody likes meetings.
No, our meetings be pretty fun.
Are you guys is your position coach going nuts? Well, Coach Davis doesn't seem like he's going to put up with a lot in the meeting room.
Coach Davis really laid back, man. When you get to know him, he's
Is
really
it
laid back.
is it that you kind of have to earn his trust and then you can joke around as much as you want?
100%. I mean, I feel like that's with anybody. You just got to earn their trust, then they'll lighten up on you. You know what I mean? But Coach Davis, he's a great guy, man. I love the meetings though, because we be having a good time. Like, he let us be ourselves. You know what I mean? He don't just be in a meeting and we just be like this the whole time. You know what I mean? He let us sit back, relax, and like just be ourselves. And I feel like that's a big part of the meeting.
What is the meeting room snack of choice for you?
We can't eat in our room.
Oh no!
Oh,
wow! So that's just pretty good that you can cut loose in a meeting where you're not even allowed to have gummy bears.
That's a rule we made as a whole, though.
Interesting. You the players made that rule.
No eating. Like, you can drink it all that, but we say no eating because I feel like eating just, I don't know. We just came up with it. It was like nobody eating here.
Well, you talk to coaches and they always say the best teams are player led. Like, when did you notice that different groups of players were doing stuff like that, like kind of setting rules and setting expectations for everybody else?
I feel like we started that this off season because our biggest thing going into this season was to be player led and set rules and do this and that. So we met as a D-line, and that was some of our rules up in the meeting room.
It's interesting because and you guys play like a group that you're in charge of yourselves and understand it's a mature group. You guys, like, you've already graduated from Texas, right? And a couple of your guys are also 4th, 5th year guys. Like, how much difference does that make?
I mean, it makes a big difference. I mean, as you see, we're just very experienced and very mature. You know what I mean? Coach Davis really don't got a baby. You know, you got some coaches in schools that they still got to baby their players. You know what I mean? Like, do this, do that, check this, check that. I feel like we didn't earn our coach's trust, where he treated us like grown men. You know what I mean?
So let's go back to when you got to Texas, because everybody talks about, oh, Texas gets all the 5 stars. You were a 3-star, and you said you signed with Texas because you're a mama's boy and you wanted to stay close to mom.
I am.
And so
my mom, man.
Tell me about your mom, because I've seen you mention her a bunch, like on your Instagram. You're making sure you celebrate her birthday every year. Like,
oh yeah.
What'd your mom do for you growing up that allowed you to become the man you are today?
Sacrifice. She sacrificed a lot for me, and she raised me to be the man I am now.
What was it like on graduation day?
Tears. I'm the out of all, like, my mom kids, I'm the only one who graduated college. So that was pretty big.
I mean, how does that make you feel? I mean, in terms of like what you've accomplished already, because obviously you have a lot more to accomplish on the football field, but it seems like that's a pretty big one already.
I mean, it feels wonderful because I shout out all the people from my high school that say I wouldn't make it because Texas was too hard. Don't get me wrong, Texas is very hard. But I always told myself, like, forget what the haters say. Like, just continue doing what you're doing. Keep your head on the swivel, and you're gonna graduate. You're gonna make it.
And what's it feel like for you walking across that stage? I saw the video. It looked like you were having a lot of fun.
I mean, man, it was wonderful because, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, me personally, I thought I never would do it either. You know what I mean? And me doing that was just so big for me, and I don't know. I really don't even have words for it because, like, that was like the most beautiful thing ever to me, honestly. Like walking, get my papers, you know what I mean? So it felt wonderful because a lot of people told me I couldn't do it, and I did it. And it like all gave me flashbacks like, oh, this person said I couldn't do this. This person said I couldn't do that. Oh, you ain't gonna make it. Oh, you not smart enough. You know what I mean? So
and the haters can motivate probably better sometimes than the people who tell you, oh, you can do it.
facts. But the crazy thing is, I still remember the people, and they didn't even graduate college. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't ever call up and be like, what's your degree in?
Nah, I don't. I'm not that type of person. I trust me, I remember, but like I'm not the petty person to go back and throw stuff in people's face, you know.
Listen, you're a college graduate hanging with Matthew McConaughey. Think about that. That's not many people can say that.
At all.
I got to ask you this because every time we have an elite lineman on, we ask him the same question. What is your perfect steak? Cut and how it's cooked.
I got to have a little pink in it.
Okay. Good.
I got to have a little pink in it.
Are you a ribeye, filet, New York strip?
Give it to me.
That's right. That's how you get to 362 pounds. You don't discriminate.
I'm gonna eat it.
So
all they gotta have a little pink in it. I'll be all right.
I am 100% in agreement. You can't cook the flavor out of it. You gotta leave it in there. Mm-hmm. I'm actually a rare guy, so I can take all the pink you want, but I'll even go red. But
really,
as you get older, you may find yourself getting like, because I was a medium rare guy when I was your age. So you may move on to the rare, but we'll see. I mean, you're gonna have an opportunity to eat a lot of steaks between now and when you're my age, because you got an NFL future ahead of you, you got a college degree, you got all this stuff. But let's talk about right now, because you guys are gonna play Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
We've already seen Wyoming shock Texas Tech. I'm sure your coaches have mentioned that a few times. How do you come down from that high of winning in Tuscaloosa and get back to where you need to be for Saturday?
I mean, I feel like this team, I feel like we just, like I said, we celebrated in the moment. And after that, Monday, we moved on, and we have full respect for Wyoming and stuff like that. And we're not going to take this game for granted. We're going to go out there and play like we know how, and we'll see the end results.
Devondre, thank you so much, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.